What is up, guys? I'm having so much fun right now in Master. It's just awesome. If you guys didn't know, I created this combo actually 6 months ago when it came out in TCG, and now we finally have it in Master, and it's just it's a fun deck right now that I can play because it literally plays only one brick in this deck, which is not supposed to. Like, it's not really a brick because if you play into draw or if you have to draw yourself, then you already have that card. That's all you need. Really, like, that's all you really need. So I'm fine with that, and the deck is just so consistent. It's so fucking good. If you curious about the deck profile, how I was able to win 10 games in a row with this deck, be patient. Once I reach master rank 1, I'm going to upload the deck. Until then, it's only going to be available for patrons, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna play this deck on my live stream, so yeah, be patient, okay? But if you can't be patient, check out my live streams, my Patreon, sorry. Alright, I got 2 clips for you guys. One is where we are going first. As you guys can see, we have this beautiful going first hand. I'm not going to use the second Black Whirlwind because I just want to show you guys how it's possible to do this combo with only one Simoon. It's also possible to do this. See, we're also getting here Imperm, which is not a problem because we are small world, so we can search for whatever we needed to. Either way, like in this deck, if you're not able to go full combo, it's still not a problem because you can end up on just a smaller board with a couple of interruptions. But I mean, if your opponent has like 3 hand traps, then you're only going to need like 2 or 3 interruptions to win the game. Like it's enough. Yeah, like I said, we got 1 card Simoon combo here. It's also possible with only Zudri and Black Whirlwind, or Zudri and Vata and Zudri and Shamal. So you don't have to worry about that. It's also possible, I believe, with only, yeah, it's also possible with Shamal and Vata. Alright, so starting with Simoon just gives us so much more pieces, so that we can also summon like a Little Knight, just in case our opponent has like Nibiru or something like that, or like another Imperm that he's holding. But yeah, basically the combo is we have to go to 2 level 8 so that we can summon the Machina, and then activate the Machina's effect to search here for this rank up. This is like I said, the only brick that we are playing. And then boom, going to that one, and basically that's all you need. Summon Bilze with Machina's effect, and then once Bilze is out, the only thing we need to do right now is summon your Assault Dragon and make sure that the Bilze triggers, because once the Bilze triggers, you're winning. Okay, so we're gonna do this, summon our Assault Dragon, and now usually we would summon here Boreal Storm to go for into like another Assault Dragon, but we're just gonna go into Nothong to trigger the Bilze. And now look at this, boom, 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 and there's nothing your opponent can do about that. That is crazy, right? You're just gonna surrender like that. So yeah, that is just so much fun. The good thing about this is that you don't have to worry about Super Poly, you don't have to worry about Lava Golems, Bot Breakers, whatever. Hand traps, fine, yeah. I mean, you're either gonna eat all the hand traps and end up at least on a smaller board, or you might as well just play through all the hand traps. Like I played through the Imperm right now, right? And I could have played even through more if I would have used my second Whirlwind. So yeah, and the other thing is, you don't even have to go completely full combo. If you can just summon the Bilze to the opponent's side and have his Assault Dragon on your side, your opponent is going to lose, because once he uses a monster effect, he's going to die. So either way, you're gonna win. You don't have to necessarily trigger a Assault Dragon on your turn. You could also wait and trigger it on your opponent's turn. So yeah. Alright, this time we are going second, and look at our hand, man. This looks absolutely disgusting, doesn't it? So we are playing against a Thunder Dragon deck. I mean, against a lot of decks going second with Joel and Druidstorm, you already have like a good chance. Just gotta pray that your top deck somehow an extender. So yeah, we're just gonna draw him here, and then he's just gonna end up on 2 Colossus, which is fine. And then we're just gonna use our Jerusalem to banish the Mzeti, because there's nothing else really to banish. And now, okay, look at this shit. There's nothing that we can do actually, because we cannot search it, right? So what are we going to do next? We got 2 options here. We could normal summon the draw, go into Little Knight, use Jerusalem's effect, send one of the Colossus to the graveyard, and then use Call by the Grave. That's one thing that we could do. But we would have to go -1 by getting rid of draw. And we're losing our normal summon, which is also not really that cool. So let's just go to the Bell phase and attack here over Happy, and pray that he actually uses the Sarcophagus effect. And cool, he did it. So now we can just put Jerusalem to the graveyard and target one of the Colossuses. Awesome. Now we can use Call by the Grave to negate the other Colossus. And now we're just gonna pray that he doesn't have Ash on his hand. And boom, he doesn't. Whew. We're getting Sarcophagus to our hand. And oof, the best top deck with Mzeti. Ooh, and it is a royal finish. Okay, nice. So we actually have full combo now. So let's do it. We're gonna search here for Vata and for Shamal. Do basically the same thing that we did a couple of seconds ago. Right, we can just do all of this. Go into Burrito Storm. I actually summoned your Simoon with Zonda's effect, which you don't have to do. Don't even ask me why I did that. It was totally unnecessary. I just did it to summon like here for another Little Knight. I always like to do it just in case he has like a Nibiru or something like that. But yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Going second, main phase 2. We just wrecked his ass. And there's nothing that he can do about it. Master made sure to get rid of almost every FTK in Yu-Gi-Oh! But they don't care about Blackwings. They don't care about my inventions. They don't care. Ah, that is just so awesome. Ah, yes. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah, you can follow me here if you wanted to, guys, by the way. Once in a while, you are getting blessed with a hand like this. And if you have this, you can end up on an even crazier board. And even, because sometimes people do keep like Nibiru, Imperm or stuff like this until the end of the main phase, right? So if you want to play safe, right? Because sometimes it's better to be safe than to be sorry. You can play like this here, for example, right? You can do all your lines like that, like you always do. Okay, we can go here into like in the Soul Dragon, Blackwing Dragon. Boom. Go into Burrito Storm. Go into this pattern. And then we can go into a White Strix. Summon Sujri from the deck. Use these two to go into a Beelze. Right. Get the Sarcophagus out of here. Use these two to summon the Little Knight, and unfortunately now my opponent surrendered. But usually what you like to do is use the Sarcophagus to summon Mzeti and Happy to go into the Machina line, right? You don't necessarily need to use Blackwing Dragon and the Beelze. You can also use the Horus cards to go into that Machina line to then summon Beelze to the other side. And this is really cool to play it like this, because you guys know, especially if your opponent has like a use already a card in the graveyard, let's say, I don't know, Maxi that we call bite. you'll be really good and safe here, because you can use this pattern to negate the Nibiru, and then use Little Knight to dodge the Imperm, right? So yeah, and then like I said, it's also just safer to play around certain hand traps, and then continue with your line like I showed in the previous matches. But yeah, my opponent already surrendered here, which sucks, but just shows how good the deck is, man. It is really good, man. It is really, really good. I mean, I didn't win 10 games in a row for no reason. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I could have reached master rank as quick as possible if I wanted to, but I want to do it on live streams. So yeah, stay tuned, guys, for the deck profile, and consider subscribing to my Patreon. All right, I love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.